after 2 holes. Missed an easy up and down there for a birdie. So finished up with a par there. I was just short in 2 on a par 5. So we're coming up to the 3rd hole. A nice uphill par 3, 190 yards. Let's see if I can get one back here in the next 2 or 3 holes and bring it back to even par. So we got 181 yards. We're going straight uphill. So I'm going to be hitting 6 iron here. That didn't get any better. Chunked my first shot. I was like 15 yards short of the green, and then chipped it just short. Had about a 12-footer coming up the hill. I missed it a little bit to the right. 2 over after 3. I guess that's what happens when you roll up to the course of like 215. You ask the starter if there's place for a single, and they tell you to go play at 221. Hopefully that starts to come back. All right, 415-yard par 4. Walking up to my ball here. It looks like I'm going to have about 98 yards. I'm just inside the 100-yard marker here. Just over 315 yards for that drive. Got a hold of it, so it was good. 54-degree wedge here. Let's see if we can stick one close. Left it out to the right a little bit, but got about a 25-footer up the hill here for my birdie. So no birdie, but we had a top in par from about 12 inches. So now we're at hole number 5. Got a dog leg left, par 4. That's about 425. I'm gonna have to hit my 5-wood though, because it calls for a draw. I don't hit much of a draw. So I'm just going to put it down to hopefully about 175 and then go in from there. That was ugly, knocked it by like 12 feet, but made the comebacker, so doesn't matter how they get there. As long as they get there in 4, I guess. So another par, onto the 6th. Finally have a legitimate chance here for birdie. About 10, 12 feet here down the hill. Landed like 4 or 5 feet from the hole. Just made a great up and down on 7, short side of myself, but made a good recovery chip and made about a 5-footer for par there. This is one to take advantage of. 8th hole here, par 5, shortish. So it's time to make a move here, try and get a birdie, and then if I can finish with a par on 9, I would finish 1 over, which would be a solid front 9. Considering the way I started. Just finished the front 9. On the last hole, I flared one out to the right. It was on the right side of the green, chipped to 2 feet. Got up and down there, so that was good. I'm not too sure how much I'm going to be able to get to film on this back 9, because I'm going to join up with a twosome here pretty soon. So I'll try and get some of the best tee shots and maybe some of the putts that look like they're going to go in. I'm going to see if we can keep it rolling on the back and shoot something, 76, 77, 78 maybe. My average right now so far this summer has been around that 78 mark. So haven't quite dropped that number down to where I want it to be, but the game's coming along. If I could make a few more putts, I think I'd be in pretty good shape. So we'll see how we finish out here. All right, y'all. End of the round now. You know, I shot 78. A little bit of a struggle on the back. I didn't really, take advantage of the par fives. I actually did the opposite of that. So I bogeyed both par fives. Both drives on the par fives kind of put me in a tough spot where I had to chip out. It cost me for sure. The pros in today's game still shot under 80. Chipping was pretty good. And the ball striking was okay. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. The cons, my putting. My putting is something that I've always relied on. And the last 3 rounds, it's kind of bit me in the butt. And it's been hard for me to make birdies because of it. So got to figure that out before next Monday. I'm going to play in a qualifier for a 2-man scramble. I think ultimately we could go to Vegas if we can, play well enough. But the way I'm putting right now, I might have to have him carry the team with that. I'm hoping I can really chip in and play well there. So.